buddy, always a clap. And to be honest, this deserves more than a clap, right?
You do that?
Man, what you guys accomplished some days ago, right? It's hard to describe in words. I would say it's emotional, it's passionate, right? I know that this project came some time ago.
Right.
It wasn't overnight.
No,
right?
It's been a couple years. Right?
Yeah, it's not overnight. And as people already know, you were always like a big speed guy, right? When you were doing radio racing, you got worldwide known by hurting a lot of feelings with that top end speed.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah, we still hold the record in RVW.
So 221, is that correct?
Yeah.
So that was your nickname, BDM 221.
Yeah.
Okay,
forever.
so that's 18 rated, I believe. So I can't describe what it means, the BDM, but like there's a reason, right? So you are a hardcore turbo guy.
Yes.
But you also fluctuate, let me say, right? Like I do, right? Like FuelTech, Mark, Micke, MM transmissions, converters, right? Are two companies that I would assume they're like really connected. I think we have like a similar point of view of stuff. We may have our preferences, right? But we still kind of like, let me try to understand how this work and how they'll work.
Yeah, I think our mindset's the same on what we all try to accomplish the same thing. And customer service, take care of our people and just try and go out and dominate, run and look good and sell product at the end of the day too.
So tell me this, radio racing, staple in radio racing, won several races. I remember that night that we started installing FuelTech on your car overnight at the track.
Yep.
It's something that I'm never gonna forget in my life, right? But at some point, you stop racing. I know you focus on the business and stuff like that. How, if you can recall, how the first spark was like, man, I want to get the overall Doorslammer record on the quarter mile. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's, radial racing was a blast, and it just kind of ran its course for me. I'm a pro mod guy at heart. I love pro mods. You know how the trends went, screw blower, pro charger, and I love those things. We do a lot of work on them all, but yeah, just turbos kind of died off. So I'm like, I don't know, started looking at it, it's like, man, let's bring a turbo car out, but if we're going to do it, we got to really make it something different, really make it badass, and what a better way to, try and reset the quarter-mile door car record. That makes a statement, and, we knew we had the people to do it, so it was just a matter of, took our time, put it together, got the right people involved, and, like you said, there's a lot of emotions. I mean, just, we all, I told you about this a year and a half ago, told Eric Dillard, told everybody, and everybody's like, yeah, it's great. Let's do it. So, and we just kind of worked our way up to it. I didn't want to set myself up for failure. So we just brought the car out. It was badass. It's been running good. So let's do that. Let's go out and show what the car can do and, and get all the hype off of it. And then once we kind of showed that, the hype was dying down a little bit. Let's throw the quarter mile record out there, Let's go for something else. Bring the hype back up. So, and it did. I mean, it was awesome that day. Everybody. I got so many texts. I think you broke the internet because I had people call me. It's like, man, I can't even get on Facebook without seeing. Oh,
that. it was something.
Crazy.
It was something. And like today's Sunday. Okay, just to put in perspective.
Yep.
We are racing. It's Snowbirds, right?
Yep.
And you guys did those laps, not just one.
Yep.
People may remember the fastest one. There was more than one, right? And you got a customer friend of yours to drive the car, right?
Heck yeah. I mean, same deal. I can drive it, but I just really, quarter mile is not my thing. But Jose's a buddy of mine, and he's always on, hey man, let's do the quarter mile record. I want to drive that thing. I want to, let's do it. And to be honest, that is the ¡1 guy in a quarter mile door car.
He's an amazing driver, right?
There's nobody like that, man. I don't know how to describe him. He's the best. So it's like, if we're going to do this, we got the best of everything. Let's put the best driver in it. Made sense, And I mean, he was all for it. I don't think you could have drug him out of that race car after that second run. No
I know him pretty well, so like we were talking as I was going, right? We were exchanging messages and stuff. And for who doesn't know, Jose Gonzales is the head guy for El General Racing. Another one and another group of people that are also staple on racing, right? I remember like when I got to understand what was El General, he was racing nitros back in the day, right?
He was, yeah.
He was racing nitros, right? And then he went through all the transformations. He held the record for a second, correct?
Did. Yeah, I think 40. Yeah, he held it for a while with the orange car.
Yeah, he held the record. And I remember he raced a jet car.
Yeah, yeah.
He raced a jet car. So like that guy, man, that guy's amazing. Like I think it wasn't a surprise because I knew it, but like for other people it was, right? So sometimes people don't understand that this kind of feat requires a substantial group. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. Like I don't even know exactly how many people have a small hand here and there to make this happen the way that it happened because it was smooth.
I mean, hundreds of people. I mean, behind the scenes, it's ridiculous. Just from, my group, we've got 12 guys at the shop behind this. You guys got, I don't know how many people behind it. Proline's got an army. Blake Housley, did the car. He's a one-man band, but I mean, he
does a badass job.
He's just unbelievable. And we had a good foundation. We got the chassis, Rick Jones, and that's Ricky and Rick Jones did the chassis for the car. And it's just, if you go back and if I wrote everything down, it's the best of the best, a star-studded. Those guys, every one of those guys on their own you can hold up and hold their own, and then you put them all together.
I know we already made some videos about this, right? This car being the dyno, we recorded almost 5,000 to the tire.
Yep.
We talk about the car when we came out the first time swinging, doing good laps, right? But let's do a quick rundown again. So the base chassis is Rick Jones, right?
Rick and Ricky built the chassis. Yep.
And then Blake Housley put the car together for you.
Yeah, so basically Blake mounted the body, just did everything else. We just Rick supplied the pipe.
Okay.
And then Blake took it from there. From
the back forward, you have, and I know you have some tricked out stuff over there in your transmission converter deal. So like, Micke 3-speed, 2-speed. I don't know. I bet you guys move around as you guys understand, right?
We're all over the place.
So
testing,
it's a turbo 400, unknown number of gears, right? Maybe a 5-speed. I don't know. They may be doing something I don't know they're doing, right? Converter packages as well. I know that you guys been developing a lot of converter stuff.
Yeah, our lockup, our newest generation lockup.
And you go past the firewall, Proline power plant. Yeah. Right.
And their M8, this right here is a twin.
It's a twin.
Their MH6.
So it's a 6, not even a 7.
Yeah, it's a 6.
It's a 6.
It's a 564.
564. So it's a little large, but not huge.
No, but but it's a beast. I mean, the motor is just an animal. In this
Twin
thing.
turbo Garretts.
Yeah.
What kind of size you running?
So we run 98s called the G57 98.
Also, that's the new stuff.
Yeah, and it's an out of the box turbo. I mean, it's a Garrett out of the box, but it's the 57, which has the 57.
And I see a lot of box behind you. So like, I would assume that you guys tested different sizes.
So we have a lot of test turbos they send us. Like we've been testing some G55 stuff. We brought stuff. Well, we were going after the quarter mile record. We're like, we're going to leave the car the way it is. And Petty's like, I think we can do it with the 98s with no issue. But we brought, Garrett's like, hey, what do you need? So you want 102s, you want to try 106s.
You want to try and run lighter with a smaller, heavier with a bigger one,
So they supplied us with everything we needed, and exhaust housings. I mean, we just didn't know, honestly. They were there. They've been with Garrett forever, even the Malibu.
They do good stuff.
Yeah, just a good company. Just love them.
Good stuff. There's great turbo companies out there, but like Garrett is a pretty large one, let me say, right?
They're the
like
biggest,
they know what they're doing, like across the board. I think it's pretty cool.
I trust them. They just have good quality product.
Yes.
Just, and then probably the number one thing is the E-Gate, from TurboSmart. I mean, that turned this when the E-Gate along with the FuelTech control, it just let us open up the door what we can do with these cars.
I'm really happy about this because like I remember when me and Anderson, so Anderson from FuelTech, right, my partner on this endeavor, at some point we were talking with the guys at TurboSmart because like this is not new, okay? So like let's just be clear. Try to manipulate the turbo by the charge pipe is not something new. Like when we first time spoke about it, I had I wouldn't say backlash, but a lot of people like, oh, that's not something new. And I agree, it's not new.
No, it's not
like
new.
the import guys and a lot of other people, they've been doing that to try to ease up on a spool up.
Right.
What is new is how to use it and how long to use it. Because that I'm gonna tell you this, I don't know any successful car that did this before, right? So instead of using pneumatic systems, this thing has electric, so electronics, right? The ECU commands what it needs to leak from the charge pipe to achieve the boost ramp. And between the turbos and the engine is just pipes. There's no valves.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah. From the exhaust to the turbo. Yeah. No gates.
No gates.
Solid.
So the engine is piped to the turbo.
Yes.
There's no waste gate. There's no waste gate. There is a back pressure sensor.
Yes.
There is a turbo wheel speed sensor, but there's no gate. So every single ounce or cubic inch of air, whatever you want to call, right, that leaves the engine passes through the turbo.
Yes. Yeah. So you're just the efficiencies there because you're using everything.
So the shaft speed's up the roof.
Yeah, and up fast. That's the key. It's fast, and the spool up's fast. I mean, it always with the pneumatic system. Even we ran your
For
normal
sure.
thing, works flawless, but you could never get the turbos accelerated fast enough early in the run to run the car like, let's say, a screwblower car. Mm-hmm. So, but with the E-Gate, by half second in the run, the turbos are almost full speed.
So you can do whatever you want.
You can
choose your boost.
You pick your boost.
You
pick your boost curve.
So you're not anymore, let's see if it does this here.
Yeah.
It's not like that approach. Now it's like, I think it can take this number, so I'm going to ask this number.
Exactly.
It's going to make it.
Right.
It's going to make it.
Well, and one thing we really see, and this proves it this weekend, swings in altitude are corrected. We don't see that in boost anymore. We used to.
Okay.
You used to have to play the gate. Like today, I'd have to lead the gate, we call it. You'd have to really put a lot on it to keep the boost up. Well, the FuelTech does it for me. I mean, it's the same curve. If it's 100, when we did the quarter mile, it was 100 below sea level.
Okay.
Today it was 2,000 above sea level. My boost curve's exactly the same boost curve. It didn't change.
Okay, so I'm going to try to explain quickly, right?
Yep.
So since everything that comes out of the motor goes through the turbo, we have let me phrase like this, it's not exactly, but like unlimited shaft speed. The E-Gate on the charge pipe leaks the amount that it needs. So if you make a ramp and the air is worse, the E-Gate's going to close a little to keep the ramp the same.
Exactly.
If the air gets really good and the motor gains power, the E-Gate's going to leak more, but your turbo curve, your boost curve remains the same.
Yes.
So the car is manageable.
What the engine sees. The engine sees the same power.
The engine sees the same.
Yeah, and we can see it. If I go and look at my E-Gate position in the FuelTech, it's different.
Oh, perfect. Not the boost.
But the boost is not.
Perfect.
But the E-Gate position is different. So
Perfect.
yeah, it's doing its, it's taking care of it.
Man, Turbo Smart did a really good job on that. Like Marty's the main guy here. Like, he's a great guy to deal with. The whole company is great to deal with. And I know they are doing new stuff. They're learning, because like this is, I wouldn't say the first generation, because the first generation was poppet style.
Yes.
Then they did the straight gate. That's what you're using here. And I know they're doing newer styles straight gates.
Well, we're on the second version straight gate right now.
Oh, look at that.
And I would assume you're going to see a third version.
So there, you guys can see there's some new stuff. Man, I'm so excited about this because I like everything that has horsepower.
Oh yeah.
My car today, it's a nitrous car, right?
Yep.
And I like because it's light and it's powerful. But if you ask me, I love turbos because it's raw power. Nothing ever will backsplit like a turbo car.
Never.
Cool as hell. I like blower cars. Doesn't matter if it's belt or crank driven, because they loud, right?
Obnoxious,
Every single one of them has something that's cool, but like, if they are competitive to some extent that they can be on the same field, thumbs up.
Well, we all need that.
Yes.
FuelTech needs it. I need them. I need everybody out there. We need blowers, nitrous, turbos.
Yes.
We need pro chargers. We want them all.
So I'm going to tell you this. Thank you. Thank you, because I foresee that you're running this good, and we have also Todd Moyer running really
Todd's
good,
really running
right?
good.
And he has your transmission as well, right? So I can see you guys share some stuff there.
Yep.
So you and Todd are being, the forehead of this to try to okay, let's try to bring more turbo cars back and have a more diverse field.
We need that.
I agree.
To keep Pro Mod alive.
Yes.
And Pro Mod's is as strong as it ever was ever. I mean, this is the glory days and good old days of drag racing.
It's amazing.
I mean, it's just, we need that combo out. I need it for business. You need it for business. Proline needs it for engines. Turbo
Smart, Garrett.
We all need it.
And this will push the supercharger guys.
It will.
The nitrous guys. Everyone's
and just since you're involved, what we're learning here, we're already putting in Pro Charger cars and they're faster. We're already putting in screw blower cars and they're faster. Same with you.
Yes.
Whatever you learn from this car, I mean, you guys, we're all learning every run. We're learning. So this just gives us another avenue to go.
This is good stuff. So, what position you qualify in Snowbirds here?
Here, Snowbirds, we're number 3.
So number 3. So let me explain. Snowbirds, it's like one of the largest pro mod races in the year.
It is,
right?
Yeah.
If it's not the largest, right?
It is.
This year, it's paying $52,000 for the winner.
Yeah.
And they had 52 cars. Was limited to 52 cars, right?
Yeah.
So from the 52 cars, only 32 qualified.
Yep.
Number 1 qualified for 59. And number 32 qualified with a 68.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
So we had 32 pro mods with 900ths of a second. Is that correct?
Yeah, you're right. And the thing about it, you got turbo, Pro Charger, screw, nitrous.
Nitrous.
And I don't know if there's a roots in there or not, but
yeah, I'm not. I think I saw a roots. I don't think he qualified on it. I'm not really sure.
But still, to have 4 power adders
Yes.
in that range tells you how good
Yes.
the rule package is and how
Man,
good everybody is.
900s. And you qualify with 360 flats, is that correct?
Yes, 360 flat.
And number 1's a 59.
Yep. Yeah,
And you have a 60 flat, put you number 3.
Yep. I know, isn't that crazy?
And if you run a 68 to 32.
I know. Can you believe that? Most guys would kill. 2 years ago, we would kill to go 68.
So I was looking at my social media this morning, right? And something came up. 2016, my buddy Fiscus.
Yeah.
A Q1 provisional first place, 380. Turbo car,
Yeah.
380.
Yeah.
So you're 2/10 ahead.
I know. Isn't that unreal?
2/10 ahead. So on pro mod racing, 2/10 ahead to the 8th mile would be what?
Almost
10 cars or something?
Oh gosh, yeah, at least probably at least that, probably more.
Wow.
A lot.
That's
it's
a
lot.
substantial gap right there, huh?
Oh, it is, and just
Performance jump really long
if you
ways
look
in these
at it,
years.
yeah, because you look at that to get to the 380, how long that took?
Yes.
Years and years,
Yes.
and then from there to this, it's not that fast, not that long.
Man, if you guys didn't notice, sometimes I'm looking that way, right?
Yeah.
That's the car right there. So I'm looking at the car. Like, this thing never ceased to amaze me. Like, this whole accomplished, like, I consider Mark my friend.
Absolutely.
He helps me every single time I need. I run his converted transmission on my car and it's badass, flawless.
Yep.
We ran 54 this year. It was really cool.
How about that?
That was really good. And this next year, I don't know, maybe I put big tires to try to play with you guys. I don't know. Maybe
can.
that happens, you know?
We're smart enough to do
You
it.
know,
so.
we may try something like that. But like, so you won first round, right?
Yeah, we did. We got by Latino first round. So.
Okay, so you won first round. The turbo car goes to the second round.
Yep.
What I can tell you is like, good luck, my friend.
Oh, I know. We need it. These are killers out here, man. There ain't no easy runs
Anyone
here.
can win. Every round is a final.
Well, yeah. I mean, we won. I went 62 and Latino, or 67 with a 2, and Latino went 67 with an 8. So,
Woo!
I mean, that's
6,000s to the strike.
yeah. Oof.
Damn.
It's close.
Man, I'm telling you, like, this is hardcore racing right now. Like, just like you said, we are living in the golden era of pro mod racing.
Yeah. I don't care what anybody says. This
It's
is
crazy.
it. This
It's
is
crazy.
yeah.
Well, I'm going to watch some racing. Victor did a great job here in Bradenton, and this thing is badass. And I'm going to watch you racing,
Yeah.
right? So stay on the video. Going to show some more stuff. I don't know if you're going to win, but like, I'm cheering for you, my friend.
We're gonna give it all, buddy.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for everything.
Thank you for everything, and I hope see this thing doing quarter mile. Maybe we see 520s.
You're gonna see it in January. I heard. That's the memo I got.